York, right?
Yeah.
Or action. So to answer my question,
it's not that we hear what we want to hear. We hear what you guys don't have the balls to say because we have the third eyes open to all y'all bullshit. Y'all know you say one thing and you mean another.
Come on, Charlotte.
Okay, well, you know what I think? I think men are shady as hell, and they're no, hear me out, because they say one thing, and they know exactly what they mean, but they like to manipulate us. They like to play these little games. That's not what I meant, and it's like, no, that's exactly what you meant, because you said it during a specific time, and it fit the tone of the goddamn conversation.
Right, it's the tone.
But then after the fact, you want to some why you heard what you want to hear. No, I heard what you said.
It's the tone.
That's what you said.
I heard what you said, and I comprehend one, so don't insult me.
Exactly.
I hate that.
It's true. It's a gnat. I hate that gnat. How about that? I hate it.
It's probably a male.
To clear this up, this is Conversations with Yaya Girl Talk, and my rude ass director had the nerve to ask all of us. He had the gall to ask us why, when men say things, we hear what we want to hear and not hear what they say. So now we finna get into their ass real quick.
Right.
For example, you got an example. You look like you got an example. You look like you got some shit to say. You leave it to the side.
Oh my God, for example, oh, I'm not dating right now, but you want me to come over every night.
But you ain't looking for a
We do
girl.
dating stuff. We are whole relationship, but we not a relationship. You have a relationship. No, get started.
You know what it is? I think they get so crazy about titles. Like, people get so crazy about a title of something that they forget you're doing all the motions. Like, so boom, if you want to say bump the titles and here's what we doing, like, lay that on the line. But the fact that you got me looped up in all of this and you playing a word game with
But
me.
now whose fault is that?
So here's the thing.
No,
Hold
not me. I make it clear. I'm like, what is this?
And so it's like you're dealing with a guy and you're doing all this relationship stuff and there's no agreement about a relationship. Do you have a right to get upset?
No.
So that's not what happened. So in my situation,
With yourself.
we were going out every week. It was phone calls all throughout the day, and I'm like, yo, I really feel like you're trying to date me hard. He was like, no, we just chill. Okay, we just chilling. There was nothing physical. It was just getting to know each other hard. Why he say, I really think you want a relationship? What? Hold on. Wait, what?
Because they try to flip the tables.
Are you serious? Me? I wanted the relationship? No, son.
So he accused you of
He
trying to get
accused-
into a relationship
Yes.
when he was the one
Was he
under 5'8"?
You?
No.
Oh, he was taller than 5'8", so she didn't son him, right?
He wasn't. But here's the thing. The thing, like what you were saying about dating today, you get into these situations, you're like, okay, no title, let's just chill, we going out, we hanging, whatever. But then it's like, we're spending a lot of time. I like you as a person.
Right.
Because we're doing stuff together, we're having conversation. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to be your girl. Doesn't mean I want to meet your mom and them. It just means I like you as a person. So when I invite you out and I say, hey, you want to come chill with me over here? I think it's a good vibe. I think you might mix with it.
Right.
Or you trying to do too much.
You know what I think that is? I think the guy I think the guy getting his feelings and now he wanted to deflect or project.
And
he want to try to make you feel like you doing too much. And it's really like, no, you catching feelings.
But it's unrealistic to think that you're going to deal with people. It could just be friendship.
Right.
And the way that I look at it, like we're building a friendship here. And now you're trying to accuse it.
But then when you treat them like a jump off though.
Right.
That's the
Why I haven't heard from you in a couple of days?
They get feelings.
Like what happened? Like that now?
condition, but they cannot take it.
Come on,
And that is how I end up with marrying my best friend, because when we first started dating, he wanted to just be living his best life, and when we decided like, he didn't want what I wanted, I was like, we just fucking. And now he nervous. Now he nervous. Now he like, what's going on? And he thought he was gonna just still be fucking me, and that was like 12 years ago. Look where we at. But you treat them how they treat you, because it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun.
Listen, if y'all know me, I'm a fire with fire kind of girl. I'm gonna give you whatever you give me, whatever type of time you on, I'm on. So if you playing out, baby, match it. I don't know what you thought, but my ship ain't slow up. So until you dock,
catch up, nigga.
you dock that,
Get rolled over.
okay then. Sure, catch up.
They can't handle it.
No, they want to wife you and they want to do it. And you running around.
They gonna be married when they 66.
There's a lot of
In the nursing home.
there's a lot of double standards,
Of course.
too, right? So like you could see somebody and it doesn't even have to be exclusive. Like, okay, you know we're not exclusive. I know we're not exclusive. I put a post up
And you and your feelings?
about
And you
something
get your
else,
feelings?
and it was random. Like, what happens if you see somebody that you know and their man is on like a dating site? I get an inbox.
Wait. What was the question?
So this is what
I saw it.
No, this is what I posted. What would you do? You're scrolling through a dating site and you see one of your Facebook friends, their spouse is on this dating site. So people will go. That happened to me. Just wait. But everybody else on the post went in. Everybody else on the post went in about whether you were telling or not. This guy, inboxes me and was like, "So you on dating site?" Yo, when I come to your house, you swiping while I'm there. And I was saying,
Because your dating act was you on dating site.
not that he asked, he felt some kind of way. Like, I don't want to see that shit.
But we're dating.
Dude, we're not on that fucking site.
We met on the site. What are you talking
But
about?
I'm like, we're not exclusive. He was like, no, we're not.
So what are you worried about?
I don't know. That's the point. That's the point. It's a lot of double standards.
Since you brought it up, if you were on a dating site, and you was scrolling and you saw your friend's spouse on that site, what would you do?
It depends on how close the family is.
Yes, that's
It depends on that's the very. I want to know what happened.
touchy subject.
What happened? My best friend goes, hey, I'm like, hey girl. She's like, this is a new relationship. We only been friends for the past few years. We got really close. Down ass chick. Shout out to her. Hey girl, you sitting down? I'm like, yeah, I'm sitting down. What's up, girl? What's going on with you? She was like, all right, I'm gonna send you a picture. I need you to not go to jail tonight.
Right. So then don't send me.
I'm already on my way to jail.
You already told me. You might as well call the police. I said, wait outside.
So she's saying don't go to jail, and I'm tying up my hair. Okay, let's go. I can go to jail. So she was like, okay, after you look at the picture, call me back. I was like, all right. Picture comes through. She's a single 41-year-old woman. She's just got on a dating site because she hasn't found any potential face to face. Let me try this. She's like, girl, so you know how they try to match you? Girl, my husband came up on her match.
Wait.
Oh, my husband.
Y'all is supposed to?
Yeah. All right, let me clear it up. We had decided to take a break, but we were still living in the same household. We were still doing, you know how I give it up. We were still doing family things.
It doesn't matter.
Right?
Right.
But I wasn't.
It don't matter.
I didn't decide to date, and I definitely wasn't on a site because we are married. That's our private choice. You know what I mean? It's not to be out in the world until we decide that we're no longer gonna be together. Then we, So he was like, no.
Yeah. They get scooted through in the bitch. What you talking about?
If a woman comes to you with a detailed, not direct, but detailed question,
Right.
that means she knows.
She don't answer
Answer
it.
it. Well, this guy has been with me for 16 years, so you know how I'm coming. So then I pull out the phone.
Why they think that's smarter?
So wait, that's not you? I've been with you since you was about 18 years old, nigga. I know this is you. So I said, wait, so that's not you? And he was like, let me see. Let me check it for real. So what did I say? You said it was a captain destiny. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to start explaining. I'm gonna start breaking shit over you, on you, in this house. We should just let this happen. Okay?
She was
So he said, all right, listen.
I was okay, right?
Just calm down.
Why do y'all know it though?
Hold up.
Why do they all the
Wait.
same? They all the same.
No, they start rubbing their head and shit. No, I ain't.
So wait.
Well, let's rewind back. We done skipped all the way to nuptials and shit. Let's bring it back to let's bring it back to just dating now. As a single woman. Because now dating now is dick pics out of nowhere. Girl, like your first
mad. I'm not mad.
No,
I just started getting dick pics.
No,
I
don't
want it.
Hold on.
I say to you, look, how's your day going? Oh, my day's fine. Click.
Oh,
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
That's cool, but you're not just gonna send me pictures.
That's crazy.
If we meet each other, we're talking. In the beginning, we're talking, especially if we never even did nothing.
You ain't never met nobody.
And then out of the blue, I wake up and I just see some shit on my phone. I'm like,
But that's also letting you know
That's a
too,
major
like what you
turn
want
off.
to happen.
what you want?
So I think it depends on what you're looking for.
Right.
So for me, right, like the last few, like my last year, I'm not trying to be in a relationship. I'm just trying to get my rocks off.
So you
got
welcome
your
dick
life.
pics.
You got your life. I got my whole life. We get together.
So you welcome
So
dick pics.
I'm glad about it.
She's into it.
But
She wanna be on
I
the
did get some from somebody that I never met in person before, and I'm like, why would you send me this? When are we actually gonna meet in person to see if we have a vibe? Like, do I want that dick?
So
I'm not gonna want it just.
hold on. So you feel like it's welcome after y'all meet?
If we meet and there's a chemistry.
So this is my point.
Yes.
If we're talking and
But what I'm
everything,
saying
and you
is-
just send me a pic, it's like, yo, my dude, I'm sending that to all my
No,
friends.
but I have.
Right.
You're not my friend.
Yeah.
Because guess what? As a female,
Because we're gonna laugh at you.
because as a female, if I just met a guy and I sent him a picture of me, you're sending it to me.
Right, yeah.
You're showing your man in there. So if I don't know you like that, I'm gonna treat you like a thought. You wanna send me a dick pic, I'm gonna be
To the
like,
group chat.
the group chat.
And we judge it. And we are judging.
We're gonna judge it.
We're gonna judge it on low side. Girls. Don't leave out
Color
girls.
has to be this color. Some of me this color.
And no Mr. Snuffleupagus. That's not what that shit look like. With that hood. That shit is nasty. I don't care if you grown. Take your ass to the doctor.
I don't want no bacteria back. Take that champion hoodie off.
Nasty.
That multi-color. That multi-color.
With the vein on it.
But struggling. So what you don't want to do is just send unsolicited pics. But what I'm saying now is, with dating today, this is just what it is. You get dirty pictures in your thing. They instantly want to sleep with you.
And now with Instagram, they can call your phone.
Yeah, they can call your phone.
Girls
Yeah,
are
they can FaceTime you on
Instagram.
Yes.
Since when? Since
Last week.
They can FaceTime you. You can turn it off, ladies, just so you know. I'll show you before we leave.
Yes,
Let's
please.
go to settings. But they can FaceTime you, honey. Yes, they can.
Wait a minute. So somebody that's following you.
They go.
Imagine
you
a
don't even
celebrity.
know
They
them.
probably FaceTiming them like a mom.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh,
But they probably turned it off. They got it.
gotta be on.
They just
Unless you like Fab and you like, bitch, you in New York.
So speaking of fat,
You in New York, bitch, you in New York.
Speaking of Fab,
let's speak of fat.
Jonathan Jackson.
No, come on now. Listen. So what do you do when you have a friend? Ooh, what happened? See, you already. What do you do when you have a friend that's dating somebody that you know is no good for her? And we're not even talking about like an abusive situation, right?
Just no good.
That aside, you just know your friend is like just dating
A low down
below
dumb shame.
her worth. Right? And this is your girl, this is your sister friends. Where do you draw the line with we girls and I'm your friend and I want to be there for you and mind your business?
My question.
Can I go first?
Hold on, my question though. Before you even go there, what does she want from him though? Like, is she just gonna fuck him?
No, that's her man.
No. Forget all the intricacies. No, forget all of that.
We don't see
That's
it.
what happens. Like, the bubble guy.
The bigger picture. Hold on. The bigger picture is you have a friend, y'all sister girls, and you're there for each other, girl power, I got your back, all this. Where do you draw the line when your friend is dating someone and they're making her miserable? She's not herself anymore.
So
She's getting I'm gonna let Tanisha go first.
Okay.
Because she didn't have a moment.
Yeah.
So there's several layers to that. You gotta love her where she at.
Right.
You gotta be there when, cause she gonna come. She gonna crumble. She gonna come.
Yeah.
But when she come, you gotta be ready to go to bat because she gonna be ready to go to bat. And until she's there, there's nothing to do.
Yeah.
Girl, when you in love, can't nobody tell you that. When that Jones come down, it's a motherfucker.
Can I just say also, even and listen, I don't know, to me as a true girlfriend, sorry. You gotta, even when you get tired of the same conversation, you just gotta listen.
Yeah.
Listen, I learned my lesson when I said, all right, so then leave him then. You wanna leave him alone.
Cause they mad at you
And
now.
girl, he mad at you because she told him what she said.
They over it and you still mad.
I have another perspective.
No, honestly, after a while, when she calls you with all that information, she just really want to like have a sounding back, like a backboard, like sounding back to her. Because she already know the answer.
Right.
So just sit there like, all right, girl.
That's what I'm at.
Okay, girl.
Yeah.
So what you gonna do?
But what if you cool with him? Then what happens?
So,
What? But wait.
But
But because if you my friend and I met you first and him, I can't be cooler with him than I am with you.
Not
You are
cool,
my girl.
not cooler with him. But they've been together, and before he started being a fuck boy, you know, y'all got cool, y'all got close.
Right.
Maybe he became your bro. You know, like
My loyalty is still
Then
with her.
I know your
But
loyalty
even
is always
if
with
your
her.
relationship is still like that with him, then pull him aside like, yo, what's been going? Like, how
What
do
if you had done that?
Then honestly, it's up to them to figure it out.
but here's something else, just another perspective. What you were saying, I get what you're saying, that because I've been that person that you can't tell me shit. This is the person I'm gonna be with.
You know that.
However,
Right.
in hindsight, I like one of my really, really close friends. She and I were not friends at the time, and I said to her, you know, and she kind of ended up in a relationship too that she shouldn't have been in. We both did at the same time, and I said to her, if we had been friends, we would have asked each other different questions because we've been talking long enough for me to say, remember when you said you want a guy like this? You got to remind your girlfriend of her standards.
Right.
You got to remind her, and you got to say, look, you jumping, you feeling this, that's cool. But you said you want that. Don't sleep on that.
But if your girlfriend said it and she didn't really mean that.
No, it's
You say that to your friend.
I need to interject one other thing here too. In these times though, as the pool is getting smaller and smaller, and it's Netflix and chill, and there's a disconnect between interpersonal communication, people are taking less than what they would have really had 10 years ago. Right now, he's fine. I'm fucking with him because he's the only nigga in my inbox right now. Listen right now.
You want to have problems with everybody. I might as well deal with the problem
Right now. And that pool shrinks so that your self-esteem. You know, that's your self-esteem. You get to a certain age, it's
very, very tough.
Dust settles.
But we still,
if you can.
But I'm saying, as somebody who went through that
Been there, done that.
and got married and then ended up divorced, I'm at a point now where I'm like, I know that the pool is small, and I know that it's tough, and I know that there may be things that I have to settle on, but I don't want to go through that shit.
You don't have to.
So I check myself in this time. So I take time between my breakups to really assess. Even if I gotta write the shit down, like here's some shit I'm just not gonna do.
Right.
You gotta have your standards.
You have to have your
non-negotiable.
You have to have your deal
No matter
breaker.
what.
And there's some things that a lot of times we don't establish those because we're like, this feels good.
You want to share one of yours?
I was just like,
Wait.
I'm ready. So piggybacking off of that whole dating thing right now, and it's a lot to go on. So what do you think about polygamy? Because I'm around a lot of situations right now.
Now we get to the chat.
Yes.
I'm around a lot of polygamy, and sometimes it's swaying me a little bit to look at it because it's like sisterhood kind of. Girl.
Sister, what?
What in New York? Where are you at?
Sister,
No, let's back up.
Wait.
Holy shit.
You know what it is? Because I'm kind of like on a balance of always going with the traditional way of how our mental is.
We talking about some sister wives stuff?
Yes, girl.
So
because it's like,
Well, I'm conversations with Yaya.
Because I'm gonna start dating is hard. It's always dating. If you're dating this person and he's dating like 5 women at one time, okay, so what? So that's involuntary dating.
It is.
But if you know about the girl,
about it.
it's voluntary dating. So that's the same thing like polygamy.
Is that any different from being a side bitch? Who comes first?
The first wife. The first wife.
So here's my take on.
Well, in all of the things that, as far as I think they're supposed to have as many wives as they can take care of.
Right.
And that's just
So
what I
the
know.
problem is these Negroes don't be having nothing to take care of themselves.
Stop playing.
We ain't got it.
If these guys had more, they probably could pull it off a lot more.
We ain't got it.
You can't even take care of yourself.
Right.
You call your mama name. You over here
But that's where we come in from that's what you gotta do.
Well, let me tell you why I started.
Tell them how to be a polygamist.
Yeah.
But you're right. Wait, give her the mic real quick.
I want to get scooch around. Reach around. The floor.
Coach Pooch.
Tell us.
Let me lean over here.
Tell it then.
No, I'm saying because they don't understand. Like they feel some people get it confused. Like polygamy is okay. I got like 4 pussies right here. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Like,
what is polygamy first? Start with that. What is polygamy in your opinion? And then we can work
And could you say polyamory? Because I'm polyamorous.
just say poly.
that's
Poly.
You need to
I'm fluid.
Okay.
I'm lying.
Poly.
okay, that's probably blah 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 blah. Okay, so pretty much polygamy is pretty much you're building an empire, but not with one person. The true meaning of it is when you say, you know what, sweetheart, we need a bigger empire. We're gonna build on this. So we're gonna bring in another fold to add to our family and create an empire and actually like having a community of wealth. You understand?
So Wakanda would say.
Caligula, go.
So for the past year or so, I've been around the whole polygamy situation.
In New York?
Yes.
Where? Black people?
Black people.
Girl.
Where? Chelsea in that basement?
I thought that was something else.
They be out here.
We be going with this.
Where you go? Sorry.
It's that nigga where you think they got a bunch of sisters and cousins.
Okay,
I didn't learn that. They are the teachers. They are nurses. They're sitting down. You would never know it unless they tell you.
Yeah.
And I kid you not. And I really sat down with a polygamy couple, literally, because they were trying to get me in on it. But that's another story.
Yeah,
but, another day. Yeah, literally, they sat down and I was watching them deflect, and I asked them like, "How do you deal with it?" And she was real with it. She's like, "No, there's times in the beginning it was really, really hard because there's a lot of not say jealousy." You could say jealousy because he was trying to spend time with the new wife,
Right.
And kind of forgot about the first.
Do
wife
they all live together?
Sometimes.
Okay, one of the families they used to live together, and the other family they have their own apartments, but around the same
don't you
area.
know?
It's a no for me.
You know why?
It's a hard no for me.
No, this is what I'm saying too. Because one had a whole house and he built rooms, and like it was a big mansion. It was a big mansion, and there's women in it.
That's not.
It's not.
So this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say marriage and relationships are hard enough than to bring some extra bitches in the fold. You can't even concentrate on me half the time. Get your shit together.
If he's doing it wrong, that's he's doing it wrong.
So here's my thing. You know how like in the Why Did I Get Married? He was talking about the 80-20 rule, right? So for me, I feel more like you get 20% from one person, and then everybody else is less than 20% that makes up your 80. Think about how just hear me out. Think about how we interact. We interact and share ourselves with people at work, with our friends, online, in different social settings. We're constantly giving to other people that help make us feel whole. A lot of the times we feel lost when we give up everybody to be with this one person, and then we're like, this one person is not fulfilling me. You start losing yourself.
And can I just chime in really fast?
I
don't think it's not realistic to believe that one person is has eyes for
that's
you.
what I'm saying.
It's too much time.
That's what I'm saying.
But that
Let me finish. So the whole thing with me, I feel like if I can find somebody that's 20%, and I'm able to get other things from, because I have things that I want to do.
2% from you.
That it could be 15. And those routines could be girlfriends,
Think about
They could be cousins,
Think about
family members that really supplement us and make us whole. Because honestly, for me, it's about being my whole self.
Okay, but
I think it should be your whole self before you can go out into the
Life is a journey.
okay, hold on. Go.
Why? So then, I'm trying to wrap my mind around all of the stuff. Okay, we all think differently, right?
Yeah.
And we all do things that works for us.
Mm-hmm.
I used to think that I needed somebody else to make me whole
Mm-hmm.
until recently, and I'm on this whole new journey now where I feel like I'm another motherfucker.
Oh, I'm with you.
I'm whole by myself.
I'm whole
And
by
if you want to
myself.
come into my world,
You gotta start it.
I want another half.
Oh no. I don't mean like that. I'm with you on that because I'm so okay with just being
It's just too much
myself.
percentages
And
of
I'm
shit.
myself. I tell you the truth.
It's not like high school. It's high school right now.
God damn it. It's too many percentages. 15% here, you get 10, you get 20. No, check this out. Check this out. This is me. I'm no damsel in distress. There's no daddy issues. There's no nothing. This is me all day. You come to me 100%, and we come together and we do what we do. If you feel like you're missing something and you need something, then you don't need to be with me. Because all that cheating on me stuff is going to catch you. You're going to wind up in ICU somewhere because I'm tired. I'm tired. Because I'm coming to you straight up. I don't have no baggage.
Yeah.
But I got rid of my baggage.
But-
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. So it's like, I feel
You
like
stripped all the way down.
I'm stripped all the way down. So I feel like as a single woman,
Mm-hmm.
you got to do your work first. You got to take care of yourself first.
Absolutely.
You got to make sure you got all your shit together. Because everything you want from a man, you got to make sure you got You gotta make sure.
Come on
Because
now.
what's gonna happen is you're gonna go out there, you're gonna meet somebody, and they're never gonna be right for you. They're never gonna be perfect.
Right.
You trying to fill a void.
You is inside of you.
When you are honey and you know what you want and what you need,
So
and what you deserve, then that's what you're gonna attract.
But I think when I talk about poly, I'm not thinking about I need somebody to make me whole. I want somebody that's going to complement my life in the same way that I would look at a friend, a partner. I'm looking for a life partner.
Okay.
But I believe my role to somebody else is to love them enough to want them to be their best person.
For single black women, are we getting to the point where because the pool is becoming so small that we're willing to settle for that type of relationship?
No.
That's not my
I
reason.
believe that.
I don't consider it because I'm settling.
That's what I believe.
I hear what you're
And
saying.
here's what I believe. And you could
It's a
like
good
shame me or whatever.
No, I would never.
Because it's like
Give it 2 minutes or less.
2 minutes or less. I bet. So here's what it is. To me,
roll dice with you.
there's times where I feel as though the truth's coming to the light. Because sometimes you could hide the truth all the time, but then it's gonna come. You can't hide the truth after a while. You can
Right.
go under the rug so many times, but you can't. But sometimes within your soul, you're gonna feel something. You understand?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When I first started hearing about this stuff, I'm like, oh hell no. But because of my mentality of me being programmed a certain way and the traditional ways of going,
Right.
it was not like that. Because let's be real, it was in the past.
You didn't say
Stand
nothing.
up. It's not.
Hold on.
You're asking
You didn't say that for a
has to do
minute.
with integrity.
So I kind of see it a whole bunch of different ways because I wouldn't say. So you jumped out with the. Do you think all men cheat thing? And I don't place that on all men. I think that there's a certain level of deception that flows within everyone. Whether it's like I'm jumping in my group text to fulfill something and I'm telling y'all about like, oh, there's this dude. Meanwhile, I have my whole situation at home, but I'm like, oh my God, such and such.
Because you're human.
Because you're human. So
It's not a man thing.
it's not a
It's a
man
people
thing.
thing.
It's a certain emotional connection that ties into that. Whether it's fulfillment, whether it's just basic attraction. We have eyes. We have emotions that flow through. People are fluid.
You at
I
work
like
for
the
6 to
thought of
8 hours.
monogamy.
It happens.
Exactly. If you
connect. You connect.
How often do you even see your spouse? If we
But
not working
feelings
together,
and a lifestyle is 2 different things.
right? I don't say you
Exactly.
act on it, but I'm saying that feeling.
Whether or not you
of
act
that
on it,
feeling-
that's integrity.
Exactly.
That's integrity. You
Because
want to
the
meet
feeling-
somebody that has integrity. integrity.
Yeah,
But you don't want to hold them and beat them up because they have feelings, because they have thoughts.
Exactly.
Because for me, I want a guy that's going to tell me, yo, babe, I'm feeling this. This is what's happening with me. And I'm going to talk to him because I like to do a thing that I call friend mode. Like when you do this, that means I'm not putting my emotions in. I'm just listening like your homegirl. So you know that's where we are.
I agree, but that's my
it's not. But I'm talking about me. I'm saying about me. That's how I've been very transparent in my relationships, and I haven't had that kind of problem. I can't say that there was never any infidelity, but I can say that I never felt like anybody was cheating.
Me and you ain't that fool, homie.
It wasn't.
It's
not about. I'm not talking about being that cool that he can be like, oh, I'm going to do something. I'm talking about. I was talking to somebody and I would say, you know what? Based on your conversation, here's what I see is going to be happening. And then we're talking about it, and my guy would be like, you know what? I thought about it, and if we didn't have this conversation, I might have gone a different way. But I recognize and I realize what's important to me. You helped bring me back. I appreciate that about you because I might have some urges that I'm not. I'm just saying.
What in the Louis McCabe? What in the Louis McCabe? She talking about sidebar. And this is not about coming from a insecurity kind of thing.
No.
It's just me knowing. It's just you knowing yourself. It's you knowing yourself and what you want.
I just know that's true. I just know that I cannot live in a blissful ignorance. Truth is everything to me. And I make that clear. So I tell them, like, if you can't be honest with me and I find out something, that's it.
Well, here, my thing is this.
So I think they've always been honest.
I personally don't need that type of validation. If you felt like you was gonna do something, I don't need you to come in and say, babe, you know what's gonna happen today? I was attracted to this woman. And nah, you keep that to yourself.
It wasn't that they came to me to validate themselves. They came to me as a friend. Because that's the thing about titles.
What I'm saying is,
a lot of women get into relationships and you stop being your man's friend. And that's why a lot of men will lie and cheat because you take this title and you make this title something and you stop being that friend.
We just gotta do too much. I'm not feeling it. I can't stop being your friend. I can't be mad one day I had a bad day. Listen, motherfucker. Listen here. Here's what's happening. If you feeling sure, you gotta do that. But just sit tight if I gotta do that. Okay?
Let me say
that down.
Let me say that. My thing is, there's such a thing. Hold on. There's such a thing as
I can't do it.
there's such a thing as hello. There's such a thing as oversharing.
Yes.
Right? So at the end of the day, you can have your man, your woman, y'all can be boys, girls, all that. Any guy I've been in a relationship with, I'm the homie, all that is great. But there's such a thing as oversharing. I don't need to know every woman you attracted to or what you did. I don't need to know that. I don't need to know all that stuff. All I need to know is you're not going to play yourself. All I need to know is you got respect for me whether you in my face or behind my back. That's all I need to know. There's no validation needed. We're not friends to that point where if we lay there watching TV and we see somebody and we could talk a little shit, that's one thing. But all those inner, deep things you're fighting with, get out of here with all that. I don't need you.
What are your homeboys? Exactly. Tell them that shit.
Show me your group chat.
What you guys are doing? I always say that's with the group chat. I always say there's three things that women expect from men. We don't want you to bring any other woman to our doorstep. We don't want any disease. We don't want no babies. If they can operate without bringing those things to our doorstep, I think they're good, right?
There's no coming back.
No disease, no drama from no other woman, no babies on our doorstep. We probably could be all right with whatever else goes on because we don't know.
If I tell a guy, you can keep it 100 with me, what that means to me is, if you're not happy, if you feel like there's other things you want to do, if you feel like you need a break, all that type of stuff. Keep it a buck with me.
So it's not 100. It's like 95.
It's before you actually act on everything that you feel.
Keep it 80 with me.
I feel like if you're in a relationship, right? If you're in a relationship and you're looking at other women and you feel like it's getting to a point inside of you that you might cheat, that means you need a break. And that means then you need to keep it 100 with me. Because if you're starting to be interested in other women, you're going to start treating me away. You're going to start slacking on me. You're going to start falling back. You're going to start neglecting me in some kind of way because your mind is elsewhere. So that's when you got to keep it a buck with me and say, God, look, right now, I need a moment because, and however you want to word it, I don't know. but you word it how you word it and respect me enough to separate yourself from me. Because what you're not going to do is be around me and be neglectful, because that don't work for you.
Guys, if your man say, babe, I want to have a threesome.
Now,
Hold on, let me finish. Is that Hold on. It is. And we're open-minded. Maybe we're open-minded, but
Let me turn to
you ever heard your auntie?
oh my God.
Hold on. Listen, y'all got a good relationship. Y'all get along well. His passion is there. Blah blah blah. And he just mentioned that he's interested in it.
Which means you can think about that shit for 6 months.
Somebody get my children out of here.
So,
Would you be willing?
so what happened?
Would you be willing?
I don't know.
It's time for you to know, baby girl. Would you be willing would you be willing to engage?
But I want to marry him.
Hold on. Would you? What if he's your husband already?
But no,
I'm like, really?
it all depends on what you guys
Okay, hold on. Listen, let's be clear. Would you be willing to do that with him?
Somebody you're in a relationship with or married to.
Your man. That's your A1. That's your 50 grand.
It's y'all. It's y'all.
Y'all in there.
Wait.
Y'all good.
Can he come to you with a name and
No, he just I always wanted to have a thing.
He already asked her.
I always wanted to have a threesome.
I was looking at
She
Stephanie.
down with it.
I always wanted to have a threesome. I think we should try it. We trying to get to that next. And he's like, listen. And he's like, but you pick the girl.
If that's your spouse, then
That mean he done said something to you, and he know you with it already. If he telling you to go get her, girl, he know you was looking at that phone all night.
I just want to know what that's doing.
That's what he know.
Really, I want to know what that's doing.
Ain't no way. You just gonna roll to me like, go back.
She like, I want to know who's this. I'm like, are you asking for a friend?
I'm 16 years in, baby. We might want to spice it up.
But if
You
that's
can watch one on TV.
your spouse and he came to you with those stipulations,
Well, Charlotte ain't with the shits. Let it be.
I'm not with it. I'm watching it on TV like this category. Brazilian. That's my favorite. I love this. Me too. Yes, baby. I watch it on TV. I
she know where that category like that to drop down.
Ladies.
I need the answer, ladies. Right. Out here playing.
ain't with it. I ain't with it.
Okay,
Show him.
Show her here. Who with it? Who with the shits?
Because why not? That's your spouse. That's but why not? That's your spouse. And he say,
I'm just saying what I'm gonna tell you what. I'm not with it because I don't really like the shit. And if you want me to be rolling out with a whole broad, then you better bring Ralph Angel or One Word in here. What's good for you gotta be good for me. Because you can't come in here like you want another broad. And I can't have a whole nother dick. Like, let's do it.
No doubt.
Now we doing it. Now. If it's even playing field, it's even from ground zero on up. Don't come wanting some extra shit.
But you know what? At the same token, I don't want to marry him if he doesn't want to do if it can't go both ways. So
But
you
just
so
wait.
You trying to get two people?
Who want me to let me know
Let me tell you something. There's nothing like 4 hands and 2 sets of lips. And treating you like a queen. Hello? Loving you from the top. What? Because it's not like, oh, it's weird because it's 2 guys. It's like, worship me. I feel that. Worship me. Come on.
Somebody get us some water. Here on Conversations with Yaya. I'm finding out things about my friends
Who left the gate open?
that I never knew. And so, if you want to know some things about relationships and you confused and sisterhood and you gotta have friends that you can have these conversations with. You gotta know how to debate. You gotta have healthy conversations. You gotta be open to what your friends are doing. You can't judge.
Right.
Don't judge. It's a no judge zone. You cannot be real friends with people if you are going to judge them. It is okay to protect them. It is okay to lead them. It's okay to give your input on certain things if you feel like they kind of falling down and getting away from who they really are, what they deserve. But I feel like in order to have healthy friendships and relationships, no judging. You gotta open your ears, close your mouth, and just be respectful of everybody.
Right,
Amen.
You gotta like it.
Honor,
You gotta respect that.
Yeah.
honor,
Snapshot.